Do you love comfort food? Yeah, right? So do we. And today is all about the comfort. Hi, I'm Jill from thisoldgal.com. Today on In the Kitchen with Jill, we're going to make a creamy shrimp Dijon pasta recipe. It's going to be fabulous. So you guys have been going crazy over my tuna noodle casserole. Everyone loves it. And it's not like tuna noodle casserole you've had before where people use canned and stuff like that. Not like that. Now, Ed does not like tuna. I couldn't even get him to taste my tuna noodle casserole. He's doing something back there, isn't he? I know he is. Anyway, so this is how I thought about this recipe, coming up with this recipe. I was dying for him to taste the tuna noodle casserole, but he won't eat warm tuna. So this recipe was born. The base of it is very similar, but we're going to add a Dijon mustard sauce. We're going to leave out the mushrooms, and we're going to use shrimp instead of tuna. So here we go. So the Instant Pot is already heating up. So I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons of butter right into the Instant Pot. Okay, so the butter will start to melt, and we will add our diced onion. You want to dice the onion really, really fine because it's, we want to get this done quick. We don't want to make this an all-day affair. Everything's simple. Okay, so all right, here we go. Where did Ed go? Is Ed gone? Oh, all right. Ed was going to help dice, but that's fine.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Can you get this dice for me when I'm finishing this? Thanks. So Ed usually chops everything for me. I'm kind of slow at chopping, and he chops much better than me. Okay, so we're going to add about half a cup of diced onion. Just put it right into the pressure cooker. Just like that. Now the onion is going to start to release a little water, so the butter won't go to really. The butter won't cause splashing and cause things to burn, so we'll be fine. Let me grab a spatula. Okay, we want to mix that around a bit. What? Do you see how fast he is? Thanks very much. All right, that's perfect. All right, so we're going to just let that sit and sweat for about 3 minutes. All right, so while that's sweating like that, I'm going to add in a few more items. I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Maybe a little more. I like the sauce. All right, and we're also going to add in some celery seed, some sea salt, and some pepper. I've got that right here. This is about I've got a teaspoon of celery seed, I've got 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and I've got a little bit more than half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Put that in there. Okay. All right, so we've added the seasonings, and we're going to let it sweat for about 3 minutes. All right, so while it's sweating, make sure you're going to use frozen shrimp. Keep it in your freezer until the last second. I'm going to use medium shrimp. If you use large or jumbo, you might want to chop them in half. If you're going to use fresh shrimp, you want to add them in after you've released pressure. Okay, so now it's been about 3 minutes, and I'm going to add a little shaoxing, which is a Chinese rice wine vinegar. It's wonderful. Add that right in. Nothing's really sticking, but it just gives great flavor. So we're going to let that mix around and some of the fumes to burn off, so it will be less strong. We just want the flavor, not really the alcohol content. Okay, so now we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. Where's my heavy cream? Oh, okay. Ed's got it. So we're going to add a cup of heavy cream right into that. Make sure you use heavy cream. If you use anything other than heavy cream, it's going to break apart. The cream has enough fat so that it won't break. So we've added the heavy cream. We're going to add a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise and 1½ tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Just mix that right in. Just like that. So you see how creamy that looks already? Just get it mixed in nicely. Let me use this whisk. This whisk will help to get the clumps out. Ah, that's much better. Okay. I had the whisk in the chicken broth because I was out of my bone broth, so I'm using some Better Than Bouillon mixed with water chicken base, and it works great. You don't always have to use fresh chicken broth. It's the Better Than Bouillon is perfect. Okay, so as we're mixing, you can see it's gotten thicker. All right, so now I'm ready for the chicken broth, which Ed has mixed up for me. Thanks. So we're going to add the chicken broth and mix it up to make sure everything's mixed right in. It's about 1.5 cups of chicken broth. All right, now I'm going to add 8 ounces of linguine. So 8 ounces, half a pound. I'm going to take about half a pound, 8 ounces of linguine, and I'm going to break it in half. Ah, there we go, right in there. A little bit more. There you go.
If you're Italian, you know that it's a sin to break linguine.
It really is, but it just won't fit whole. I mean, now if you have an 8-quart pressure cooker, it'll fit just fine. All right, so after you put the linguine in, and make sure you get it below the surface line of the liquid like that, we're going to add frozen shrimp. Ed, can you grab the shrimp for me, please? Just like that. All right, you want to cancel. At this point, you want to cancel. Push cancel on your pressure cooker. Put that right here. And now we're going to add a pound of shrimp. You can see it's frozen. This is the size I'm using. I'm not sure if it's medium or large. Ed, do you remember what size you bought me?
Medium.
Oh, these are medium. All right. So you're going to put this right in there on top. Right on top. Try to just get it right on top of each other. You don't want to mix this in. And that's it. Oh, thanks. So now we're going to lock on the lid.
It's great to have a sous chef.
It is. My sous chef. All right, so we're going to lock on the lid and we're going to close the pressure valve. You can see that the float valve is down. All right, and we're going to set the pressure cook or manual button. It depends on which model of pressure cooker you have, or Instant Pot, Power Pressure Cooker, any of the other brands, a Milty. All the multi-cookers will have a saute button. So, okay, I didn't get this fast enough. Let's cancel. And then I'll talk. So you're going to push pressure cook. We're going to go down to 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. That's it. So as I was saying, you know, depending on your model, you'll know what to push. If you don't have a saute button, you'll use a meat button to saute. If you don't have a pressure cook or a manual button, choose any button, meat. It's usually high pressure, and just set your timer for 3 minutes. Okay, after the 3 minutes is up, we're going to wait about 2 minutes, and then we'll release the pressure. So I will be right back with you. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes. So we're going to slowly release the pressure valve. Okay. And then we're just going to let it go. There we go. Once all the pressure has been released, we're going to open the pot and we're going to stir. The shrimp should still be on top. Some of them may be slightly raw. Once we mix it in, shrimp cook so fast, they'll turn pink in no time. Okay, so the pressure has released and the float valve has gone back down. That means it's safe to open the pot. So here we go. Open it with the steam away from you. There we go. It looks very, very creamy. So Ed is now here with the peas. We're going to hit cancel and then saute. Okay. So go ahead and add in the peas. You can add more than a cup if you'd like. Defrost very quickly. Look how nice and thick this is. Looks fabulous. All right, I'm going to cut up some parsley because everything looks great with a pop of parsley. All right, I have to cut them into very small pieces because Ed prefers it that way. Small pieces rather than big pieces, so you can leave them big, you can kind of small, doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to serve some of this up now. Do you see how wonderful this looks? Shrimp are perfectly cooked. The linguine is al dente. So, serve some up. Get that out of the way. Put it on the plate. Do you see this? Yum. And of course I squirt myself because I seem to always squirt myself. I don't know why. Okay. This looks great. This is enough to feed a family of 4. You can always make a double recipe, that's no problem. I used half a pound of pasta, but go ahead and use a pound of pasta. It will fit in the 6-quart. If you're using a 3-quart pressure cooker, the recipe will fit as is. Okay, so here we go. Give it a little pop. Oh,
Swipe off the...
thank you. Get that off for me. Thank you, Ed. Okay, so put some of this on here. And there you go. That looks great. You want some, Ed?
Of course.
Okay.
That noise you hear is Abby. He's a Yenta.
Yep, he likes to talk. My little boy. He wasn't as talkative as, well, actually he was talkative when he was younger. But as he's gotten older, he's just gotten more talkative. All right, here we go. Little pop. Ed. And a fork. There you go. So Ed, tell me what you think.
Now for the pasta resistance.
Get a little bit of everything. Make sure you get a shrimp. So, it's good again? All right, terrific. Terrific, terrific. Oh, great. So, let me know in the comments section below what you thought of our video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As always, you can find all of the recipes, step-by-step photos and directions, and I also link to the products I use in the recipe at thisoldgal.com. Make sure you follow me on Facebook at thisoldgal.com, where I post lots of recipes, videos, fun stuff, contests, funny things, all kinds of things. And check me out on Instagram as well as This Old Gal Cooks. So on Instagram it's This Old Gal Cooks. I'm on Pinterest. And thank you everyone so much for joining me in the kitchen with Jill today. Bye, and we'll see you next time.
And cut.
Hey everybody, Ed here. Be sure to follow us on social media and we'll see you in the next video.